Hey guys, back again. Welcome to ReligionWinked TV, where my spiritual ear stay. So today, guys, we're going to talk about Cardi B versus Candace and how possibly Cardi B may have been doxxed by a Trump supporter. If you guys want to talk about it, I'm going to drop that link. Come on over. Let me know what you think about Cardi B and Candace Owens. I'm going to play you a little audio, but first, you are now listening to ReligionWinked TV's podcast.
All day long.
Where you can get all your spirituality for sure. Alright, so how's everybody doing today? Let me go ahead and get myself situated so that I can give you a little audio on what's going down with Cardi B, Candace Owens. This whole, people want to say cooning for the election, cooning for Zaddy, all of that. I don't want to get into that. I just want to let you guys know that Cardi B was doxxed. And I'll let you guys know exactly what Cardi B had to do. But first, I want to play to you the very first response or the very first situation that happened between Cardi B and Candace before I tell you how Cardi B was interviewed on the Breakfast Club and there's audio of her admitting to being doxxed and having her address out there. So first, I'm going to go ahead. Let me see if we can go ahead and get stuff situated here. I was going to take an hour break, but it's just like any other job. You got to come on here. You got to work hard if you want to be a good content creator. Or you could be a good content creator and just not successful at it because you're not putting in the work. So either way, guys, I just want to encourage you. Idle time is the devil's workshop. So I don't want you to be idle. If you have nothing to do and you're a content creator, by all means, make your content. I know people, the reality of it is that we should be editing and telling stories that way, but it's so much easier just to go live, hit that notification bell so you know when I'll do, subscribe to my channel, and you'll be a part of the notification game, and you can keep up with me. I talk about random topics on here I talk about random topics, but as long as I can talk about God during it all, it doesn't really matter to me, okay? So for now, I'm going to stay behind camera here. You guys seen me enough today. I just want to give you this information. Get on and get off. All right, so I believe I want to take you all the way back to what the streets are saying, what the spirit is saying, okay? The spirit of the street is saying that during the RNC, Candace Owens pretty much did not get an opportunity to speak at the RNC convention that just passed, right? And it was all on the heels of Cardi coming out with her song WAP, Joe Biden reaching down to Cardi B for an interview, along with, I believe, Bernie Sanders. For whatever reason, we're not going to get into that in this conversation right now. Unless you guys want to hit that link when I drop it, come on, give your opinion. I would appreciate that. And people need to hear from you, okay? So then Candace had went on her IG and, well, prior to that, she did an interview with the Ben Shapiro show. And let me go ahead and put up my disclaimer. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. And under the 1976 Fair Use Act, federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copywritten motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107, the Fair Use Act of 1976. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro's conversation, okay?
With your assessment about Cardi B, it was one of the biggest insults. If black Americans are not insulted by the fact that Joe Biden has been hiding in his basement, for the entire year, made an appearance to come out because he was going to do an interview with Cardi B. Do we have nothing better to offer? I mean, this would be akin to Donald Trump saying, I'm going to give no interviews, but he came up and he decided to give an interview to Justin Bieber. Right? I mean, I wish I actually, Justin Bieber, I'm sorry, I know you're a Christian man, I don't want to put you in the same boat as Cardi B. But it would be absurd. Right? What American would go, what is this? Why are you being interviewed by Justin Bieber? And it's because you're pandering. Right? You're pandering. You look at Cardi B's Instagram, you see she has millions of followers, and you think, okay, this is an illiterate person, and if I appeal to this illiterate person, and she goes, okay, like she literally did in the middle of this interview, you know what? If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail. You gotta go to jail too. There's another one. And they think she's cool. She's like, just by sitting here and taking this interview, black people vote for me. It's basically saying, black people, you're stupid, you're dumb, and you're so foolish. I mean, do you think, what if she just said in the middle of the interview, Joe Biden, can you name one Cardi B album?
All right, y'all.
So,
Candace talks so dang on fast. I am going to slow that down for you just a little bit. She basically was calling Cardi illiterate. She basically, referred her situation with the situation with Joe Biden and Cardi, Joe Biden reaching down to Cardi as if it was Trump reaching down to Justin Bieber. And she basically said, even though he's Christian, and I want to debate her on another level with that. All these people being alleged Christians out here, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. We're talking about how she came at Cardi just a little bit, called her illiterate, talked about how Cardi uses the okra, and how, she was in an interview with Joe Biden and did that, and how she's not, speaking material on behalf of black people as if Candace is, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect here. I ain't on nobody's side. I'm being as biased as I can. But her behavior is not that of one we want representing us as well. Not if she out here arguing with Cardi B. So, I hope I didn't slow it down too much. I'm going to try to play it again so you can actually hear it. It's only a few seconds long, so let's just go ahead and try to hear this again. 1 second.
With your assessment about Cardi B, it was one of the biggest insults. If black Americans are not insulted by the fact that Joe Biden was in hiding his basement, for the entire year, maybe appeared to Trump because he was.
No, that's too slow. I'm sorry.
We had nothing better to offer. I mean, this would be akin to Donald Trump saying, I'm going to give no interviews, but he came up and he decided to give an interview to Justin Bieber.
All right, she just said Justin Bieber. She said comparing Cardi B and Joe Biden. That's like Trump wanting to do an interview with Justin Bieber. It's like, why do any of these politicians want to include the music industry, Hollywood, period, into politics? Why do you want to vote for people who will reach down to a Cardi B, who will reach down to a Justin Bieber, allegedly being a Christian? She gonna refer to him as a Christian if she already didn't. Why do you want to? What business do we have with this right now? What do black people have supporting this election right now? What is it benefiting you? They won't reach down to the. I'm not shading anybody here, but Cardi has said she does not represent the black race as far as being with black men. She told you she'll drug them, she'll set them up with transgenders to screw them, she'll rob them, kill, steal, and destroy them. She referred to black women as roaches. When she spoke to Candace, and we're gonna hear Cardi's response, she's gonna say to Candace, because they went on a rant on IG against each other. So it's SmackDown Saturdays. Candace Owens versus Cardi B. But Cardi B, behind it all, I do believe, in the attention she's bringing to herself to be involved with politics, has gotten doxxed by a Trump supporter, allegedly. I'm going to let you hear audio of that as well. But neither one of them have a place to speak, really. It's not like they know politics. It's all for a click in the view and the amount of followers they have. So I wouldn't recommend it for us at this point in time. But let's finish listening to Candace Owens on Ben Shapiro. I read the Fair Use Act, and we're going to carry on.
Right? Which I actually, Justin Bieber, I'm sorry, I know you're a Christian man. I only want to put you in this.
There she go. Justin Bieber, I'm sorry. I don't mean to compare you to Cardi B and Joe Biden, but I know you're a Christian. No. Throw all their ass in the same Christianity pot over there, if you will. Cardi talks about Jesus all day long. So it's really no difference here. You guys know I've been teaching you on this channel that religion, which my name is ReligionWinked TV, they've all been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and now ReligionWinked. This, how people are behaving, is based off of the religion that was bestowed upon some people like Justin Bieber and Cardi B, who serve Jesus and worship Christianity to extent. Cardi takes hers a little further, and I believe she practiced that Santeria as well. But she definitely is going to say to Candace Owens, what man abused you so much, hurt you so much, paraphrasing here, that you don't like your own people, that you don't like your own kind? She didn't say our kind or us as black people, which we really are. Cardi, I'd like to talk to you one day about you being one of the 12 tribes. You Puerto Ricans don't believe it, but you was dropped off and dropped off in Puerto Rico. How you think you got there? According to the Bible, the islands of the seas was filled with slaves and people brought from Africa to be workers, indentured servants, workers, slave workers, whatever you want to call us over here, because it ain't gotten no better. And the way you and Candace is going, the damn sure ain't gonna get no better. So anyway,
as Cardi B, but it's absurd. What America? What is this? Why are you being interviewed by Justin Bieber? And it's because you're pandering, right? You're pandering.
So this whole thing is about pandering. Pandering. What do you guys think about it so far? It is about pandering. Politics, church, industry, Hollywood, all of that has its own place, right? But when you see politicians reach down to Cardi B, to Candace, to the Justin Biebers, you had Governor Kemp down in Atlanta meet with Killer Mike. You know, when you have this going on, it's really pandering. And for those of you who don't know what pandering is, let me go ahead and get it for you, okay? Let's go ahead so you could be very clear, because I don't want you to be unclear on this channel. Pandering, gratify or indulge in a mortal or distasteful desire, need, or habit, or a person with such a desire. What does it mean to pander someone? Phrase, verb, would pander to verb, to please other people by doing or saying what you think they want you to do or say, such as Joe Biden want Cardi B to use her influence of upwards of 75 million people to vote for him. He don't really give a damn about Cardi B, I don't believe. And then it says she accused the other candidate of pandering to radical environmental groups, which Candace just did. And then they're going to claim that, oh, there's this race baiting going on. A black woman against a Latino woman, when we're all women, first of all. And we all do hail from the same tribe. All right, so let's go on with Candace. We're not going to make this too much longer.
Cardi B's Instagram, you see she has millions of followers, and you think, okay, this is an illiterate person, and if I appear...
She just called her illiterate there.
This illiterate person, and she does, like she literally did.
And she says, oh, and we all know Cardi B is famous for saying, oh, so if you want, you can go over to teesprings.com and get your t-shirts on display today. You can go to ReligionWinked TEAV boutique /teesprings.com or teesprings.com/ReligionWinked TV boutique, and you can pick up your t-shirts today. And with that being said, let's get right back into Candace.
You know what? If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail. You gotta go to jail too.
Alright, why does it sound like it's not connected? It just was. Sounded very low, right? Let's get this back up and running.
And they think she's cool. She's just by sitting here and taking this interview. Black people vote for me. It's basically saying, black people, you're stupid, you're dumb, and you're so foolish. I mean, do you think, what if she just said in the middle of the interview, Joe Biden, can you name one Cardi B album?
Now she's trying to be funny. She said, Joe Biden, can you please name me one Cardi B album here, y'all? Can you name a Cardi B album?
So, I'm not sure.
Can you name a Cardi B album? I can name songs, but I don't think I can name albums. So how do you guys feel about what Candace said on the Ben Shapiro interview here? Do you guys even care? Am I wasting my time here? What's so more important to you than Cardi B being doxxed, people? So anyway, we're going to move right into Cardi B. No. Let me see how it happened. It went, Candace did her Ben Shapiro. Cardi B. Let's go to Cardi B. The first Cardi B. Hold on. Let's go to Cardi B.
So, I'm not gonna show my face in this video. I look like shit. I feel like shit. I'm a little sick. And I don't know why the devil has been trying me today, but I'm gonna give demons a response today. I'm gonna give the devil a response today. So let me tell you something, right? It's no secret that I use my platform for people to vote. I love politics. I endorse the Democratic Party. Everybody knows I don't really fuck with you like that. And y'all don't see this because, y'all don't be paying attention. But I get harassed by Trump supporters so much. And there are some Trump supporters that are like celebrity Trump supporters. Like, they just have like a huge platform. And they be coming for me every single day. They be degrading me, they be making fun of me, and everything. I ignore them. I don't go from. Only time that I be going hard, let me tell you something. Shit gets so intense that a Trump supporter posted my address and encouraged people to dox my home, to put my house on fire. I to literally hire a private investigator.
So did you guys just hear that? So Cardi B is saying that a Trump supporter doxed her and put out her address. Do you believe it's because of the beef that her and Candace was having online? Do you believe it's because Joe Biden is reaching out to Cardi B? Do you believe it's because she's inserting herself into politics? What do you believe about this? What do you think about this, people?
And serve them with a warrant and arrest this boy. Mind you, this boy was a fucking teenager. His parents were fucking shook. Anyways, so today, one of the most popular Trump supporters, which is Candace Owens, she really said some real nasty things about me. Because and Joe Biden sat down with me to speak with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saw that interview. And you want to know something? 2 weeks ago, Fox News were really talking shit about me too because Joe Biden sat down with me to do the interview. But let me tell you.
So, how do you guys feel about Joe Biden and Cardi B sitting down and having this conversation? It looks to the American people and most grassroots fundamental Black America that Joe Biden only reached down because Cardi B has an influence. She had the #1 song in the country at the time. She basically was talking to Bernie Sanders, and whatever support she was going to give Bernie Sanders can translate over to Joe Biden. And also they believe that Cardi has upwards of 75 million people. And if she can persuade them with the song WAP, she can persuade them with sitting down with Joe Biden. She could persuade a lot of people, regardless of their ethnicity and their race and their color, to vote for Joe Biden. Do you agree with that? Do you believe that he's pandering Cardi B? Do Joe Biden really care about Cardi B? Now, I know lately in his campaign, he's been promoting Latinos. He's been favoring Latinos over Black people. There's reports out there of him saying something to the effect that Latinos are more useful, harder workers, more creative and talented, of something to that effect. You guys can Google it or go to his Twitter because I'm sure that's where it was. But what do you guys think about that? How do you feel about politicians reaching down to celebrities instead of other politicians in the Latino community or Black community? We can't separate us now. We need to stay together. And what I believe Joe Biden is doing is trying to put enmity between the Candace Owens and the Cardi B's of the world, the Latino woman and the Black woman during this election. What do you think about it? Because people have been saying that it's easier for some Latinos to pass off as white and ride it out that way. And other people are saying that it's easier for the Candaces Owens of the world to get behind the Trumps and Coon Fazati just to be in politics, but not really representing Black people's plight overall. So what do you guys think about this? We're going to go ahead and finish up listening to Cardi B, right? Because Cardi B says a lot here. She just admitted to you guys that somebody doxed her address. But I have other clips. I have another audio to support some other things that happened about that. She did handle her business, and we're going to get into that. But first, I want to go ahead and finish playing Cardi B. Then I want to play Candace's other response because we listened to Candace on Ben Shapiro. That was the first one. Now we're listening to Cardi B respond to Candace being on Ben Shapiro. And when we're done with that, we're going to listen to Candace respond back to Cardi B. And then we're going to hear Cardi B tell you about being doxxed more via the Breakfast Club. So with that being said, let's go ahead and finish this audio out. And if I get people to show up, I may drop my link. If you care to conversate about it, fine. If not, I appreciate you the same way. But you got to get engaged with this channel over here. It's not in vain. I don't care what it looks like in numbers. There's nothing vanity about me over here. And I don't believe I'm wasting my time or your time.
Something, right? Why wouldn't Joe Biden sit down with me, Cardi B? I have millions of followers, and I pay millions.
She got millions of followers. That's why he want to sit down with you, Cardi B, I do believe. If you didn't have that many followers, he wouldn't be fooling with you, Cardi B. He is trying to get about 75 million people to vote for him right about now. And all you got to do is use your influence. Throw a little WAP around there. You already got men, women, white, black, young, old, drawn your way because of the song you just dropped out there. And he's capitalizing on that. He knows this. He knows that you want to be so bad connected to politics. Why don't you just clean up your act and run for president? Hell, they letting everybody else that ain't born in America be president. Shit. Excuse me. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Why don't you just run for president if it means that much to you? Don't let them use you to hurt the black community, because if you know it or not, ain't neither one of them we're voting for or sitting at the table with. Ain't neither one candidate better than the other. Just like with Obama, everybody's happy to get a black person, this time a woman up in there. She gonna do you worse than Obama did you. Allegedly, that's what the streets are saying. Do your research and form your own opinion before you vote. Look at Joe Biden's crime bill, 1994. Look at Kamala Harris. She out here dancing to Cardi songs to win the young crowd over. They're pandering for your vote. That ain't no way to vote. You can't use me to get my vote. My vote is important, and if I don't feel like there's nobody on the ballot to vote for, the hell with your American politics. Cardi B said she like she said politics. Politics is what she said. She didn't say politics. She said politics. She loved politics. Hell, a lot of us love politics, but we're tired of voting for people who don't treat us right and don't have our best interests at hand. Let the American politics fall. Babylon, fall now, I beseech you. All the Cardi following, all the Candace following, why is y'all gonna vote for Trump or Biden? Why? It doesn't make sense when you look at their resume. First of all, before we play Cardi, if Trump is now coming out saying he didn't lie about knowing COVID was as serious as it was and caused this pandemic to go further when he could have put a cap on it back in February, that's a reason not to vote for him. But that doesn't mean you have to go over here and vote for Biden, who is known for attacking black men, known for saying, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Who is he to question our identity as black people, knowing it's always been about a black fight, a black struggle, a black oppression? Where is that at on the ballot, people? Where is that? To the one person in the chat, you can comment. You don't have to be a stranger. And if you're over here to steal my commentary, God bless you. I read to y'all yesterday in the book of Jeremiah, God says, don't steal nobody's words. Hear from God and get your own content. Hear from God and get your own message. And if you're here to support me, thumbs up the video and subscribe. Whether you want to hang out in the bushes or not, please subscribe. So there's no reason to vote for any one of them. And as black people, you keep feeling compelled to vote and support people and things that don't even like you. And I've been saying over here on my channel, if you did not vote, they wouldn't have enough supporters to even be in the White House. The White House would have to shut down. Or it'd just be the White House, and then maybe we could build the Black House and put our own president up in there. You don't have to keep feeding into the oppression. But they'll pull in Cardi B. Candace will insert herself for Trump. And they'll start going head to head on IG, and we're supposed to support that. I wouldn't want to support a president who is attaching themselves to people being doxxed and their addresses being put out there because they're trying to shut Cardi B down for Joe Biden. I wouldn't want to follow somebody like Candace, who's supposed to be pregnant, married to a white man, out here cooning for President Trump, knowing damn well he ain't one to be honoring either. But the Bible says if you keep selecting King Saul and Saul don't do right by me, I'm going to make all of you pay. And you guys don't want to believe that, especially in Christianity. You guys don't want to believe that you are the people of the Bible, and God is still telling you this today. Just like they elected King Saul and Israel suffered, y'all keep electing Trump and Biden and nothing better than that, whether they black or white. Obama did not do right by black people, and neither will Kamala Harris. Her husband is white. He's down with the Jews. He's an attorney. He just left that. Now he's going to be in politics. You don't know how much control the American government is going to give over to communist China and Israel and all these other places once you get certain people up in there. Trump has been doing a pretty good job keeping other people out of our politics. But these people are lining up to bring other countries into American politics. And when communist China get over here, y'all gonna wish y'all hadn't elected anybody. What could communist China do with a broken election system? With an election system where the black people is not upholding it because our vote is important to them. Where they have to pander our communities to even be elected. Why are they in the black Latino community right now messing with us? They don't have enough white people to vote for them. It ain't gonna kill you not to vote. Sit this election out. Let God show up and show out on behalf of you. You can't keep supporting something that's broken. And that was never meant for the fundamental black Americans, for ADOS, for the Aboriginal Indians that was here before anybody got here. And for us. And for us now. All right, let's get back into Cardi B.
In Texas. I have the #1 song in this country.
See, and that's what it's all about. I don't have the #1 song in this country, but I got a sound mind. I got a voice for the people. I ain't gonna let nobody pander me, use me, make me out to be a scapegoat, pit me against other races right now so there's a divide, so that half of the community gonna go over here with Biden and the other half that don't like Cardi gonna go over here to Trump. I'm not gonna do that. My next video is called Preventing the Messiah to Rise Again. And in this video, I'm going to prove to you how the FBI in America do not want to see another Christ rise ever again in this lifetime. But we're going to work on it. We're going to unify and electrify the people again. Because that's what Christ did. But as long as we're divided and fighting and on separate, at odds with each other, we don't unify. And people that's not unified, they don't sing in harmony. They're not on one accord. They don't bring the magic together that sparks a fire. And I'm not talking about the fires like in Portland and California. This is a different kind of fire that's down in your soul. You know white supremacy is not good for your community. You know there's no law on the books that says you have to vote for them. You have a freedom of speech. Let your speech say, no, I'm sitting out this round. Let me see what you would do without my community. Let me see what you would do without black people voting for you. You have them by the balls, people. Don't let Cardi B or Candace distort what's really going on right now on the grand scheme of things. Y'all could break down all these laws and begin to rewrite American politics right now. It'd be epic around the world just for people to say, you see what's going on in America? Oh my God, the American people ain't going for it no more, like we've seen around the world. People stand up for who they are. They don't let the government abuse them like this. And now they bringing in the Cardi B's and the Candaces of this world to abuse us. But she got the #1 song in the country. What does that do for me? When it comes to fighting oppression, the #1 song in the country has called black men to be so oppressed and wop that they gonna go vote for Biden, realizing once they do, all of them going to the FEMA camp and going to prison and gonna get lined up on the firing squad. Kamala Harris gonna come along and lock them up for truancy because they ain't sending the kids to school and shit like that. I mean, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this, people? And Trump ain't no damn better. But when it comes to keeping other countries, for the most part, out of our business, for the most part, at bay, he ain't no better than Biden. Ain't neither one of them. Put them in a lineup. Who you gonna pick? Ain't none. Whoa. The criminal right there. The criminal right there. Both. I see two criminals. Like, are you serious? Why vote for that? It's okay for American politicians to be criminals and we vote for them? One day my voice is going to get out there. Don't you worry, guys. Don't you worry.
So
don't you worry. All right, let's pick up right here.
Oh, why I talk Spanish? This and that. When my sister went, they found out, they calmed down. Because they already know what's going on. They're already catching on that niggas is getting recorded.
Niggas is getting recorded. Absolutely, Cardi. You're an influencer. You're on social media. That's what happens. People are listening. And for the love of God, people can't figure out why they reach down to you. And this isn't racist, but there's a lot of black women in the community that could have stood up and forced Joe Biden's hand, forced Trump's hand, forced Kamala Harris's hand on behalf of us all. There's you and there's Beyonce. There's a Latino diva. There's a black diva. So we established that. There's Latino activists. There's black activists. There's Latino politicians. There's black politicians. Why you, Cardi? Because you reap the best investment. Your following. Not to say Beyonce don't, but she ain't on IG meeting with Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden's. But you got the following. Other people have it too, but they know how you like to play in the camera and play in people's faces. So now the heat is on. Cardi B has been doxxed, you all. I guess a Trump supporter found out where she lived, put out her address. We're going to hear moving forward that Cardi B is a little bit scared. Let me go ahead and get through this. A little bit nervous now. Had to take action. But you got to be careful what you ask for. You may not see that you was asking for this when you was sitting in the politician's face and causing war between the blacks and the Latinos and all this controversy. And it's not good enough to have the number one song, but you got to be in politics. You got to be right up there. Right? And now that you're up there, you see, not only do it draw smoke, but it draws fire and heat as well. And some people can't really handle that. A lot of people can't be attacked by strangers.
So the same day you harassed me.
Point given. This young lady is always in the camera, glammed up. After Candace Owens came off of Ben Shapiro and Cardi heard that, Cardi's crying. You can hear it in her voice. She says, I can't come on camera. I'm not feeling good. And we all know that cry, puffy eye, kind of thing that, how it is when you've been crying. And that's what it sounds like she had been doing here. Shit's getting real.
Same day that my sister's getting harassed, a bitch that paid her taxes, a bitch that had a fucking criminal record. And you out here wondering why Joe Biden is doing a fucking interview with me. Because you want to know why? Because no matter how much money I make, no matter how hard I work.
Pause. You worked hard for the industry. You didn't work hard all your life on behalf of black people, Cardi. This is what politics is about. This is what politics is about. Having equality, having an agenda, having some kind of reparation, some kind of acknowledgement. I did a video yesterday remembering 9/11, but guess what? Why can't we remember those of slavery, including some of your ancestors, if not all of them, like I've been telling y'all? The tribe of Ephraim, to me and my spirit, is Puerto Rico. But divide and conquer. They got all 12 brothers divided. They got all our descendants divided. They got all our ancestors divided. And you'll never unify and electrify this world again if you don't begin to discover who you are. That's what I said. In discovering the children of Israel and doing my research, I started researching other people. Their history will tell you more than ours will. And it'll begin to add up. And you'll begin to see who people are, where they stationed at in this world today. So, Cardi, we all been working hard at this. That's just like P. Diddy in the I ain't gonna say Killer Mike, because he always been an activist. T.I., always kind of, but the P. Diddy's and all these other black men that spent a lifetime in the industry selling their souls finally want to see themselves headed to the White House, like Kanye. I'm not saying nobody can't change, but come on, people, look at the behavior. Changes show up in your behavior. Hey, Matt, how are you, honey? I'm well. Have a blessed day. You're welcome. Change will show up in your behavior. I don't care how hard a person works. Yeah, there's favor in the eyes of God, and there's favoritism in the eyes of men. Joe Biden finds favoritism with Cardi B. God finds favor with us. It's a big difference. He's favoring Cardi B right now because of what she has to offer him. Thanks to the one person hanging in there with me. We're almost done. I appreciate your support. I have my watch hours. I need you to click that button and help me get to 1K. Share my video. Let people know what we're doing over here. Although my name is ReligionWinked TV, I want to let the world know, because of religion, one minute Carly holler, Jesus, the next minute Santeria, the next minute Jesus. These people are confused spiritually. Their religion has been crossed up, and they've been religion winked, hoodwinked, lied to. That's why this world is the way it is. And they'll use anybody they can to keep destroying it. That's why I beg Cardi, I beg Candace, and anybody else involved, come to your senses and destroy American politics like it's never been destroyed before. Let's work hard at that. It's about unity and it's about electrifying, okay?
I can't be a fucking free American. My sister can't even be a.
You can't be a free American, a effing free American. Well, what about us? I don't think you hooking up with Joe Biden right now is good for black people, Cardi B. Why can't we be a free American without them using people like you to oppress us further? You're not looking at it like that. Everybody want to be free, but because we was born here, because we was enslaved here, because we was mistreated here, we don't get the right to be free. And everybody else that was enslaved around the world at some point in time get to come here and be free. Bull. Not happening, Captain. Not here. Y'all share my videos.
Fucking free American. You got this fucking Trump supporting family harassing 2 lesbians. The fuck?
Oh, okay. All right. And she said it facetiously, so I'm going to just ride off of it. You got Trump supporter harassing 2 lesbians. Why couldn't she just say 2 women? See, the labels are going to destroy us after all. This Cardi B talking. I know it's her sister Hennessy she referring to, and another woman was down in New Mexico somewhere at the beach or wherever, and 2 Trump supporters went and harassed them. I don't have that footage, but I meant that audio, but I'll play what I have. But Cardi, you talking about 2 lesbians right now being harassed by Trump supporters. Why do we label people black and white? I don't be funny here, but it's Lily, TT, GG, BB, and Quee. That's the L, the G, the T, the B, and the Q. That's how I say it, because I be fumbling when I try to say the initials, the letters. So today I said I'm going to just say Lily, GG, TT, BB, and Quee. Why is you talking about Lily? And how Trump is attacking gay people. After all, wasn't it freaking Obama who gave up, who wanted health care, so he gave up the right for people to be Lily, Gigi, BB, TT, and Kiki, Quee? Well, am I remembering that right? See, I've been fighting hard in my life too to get the family structure back, whether you guys like it or not. Because I know the Holy Triune really is the man, the woman, and the child. That's the only way you can, replenish and remote multiply and be fruitful in this land. But our fight ain't always the same, Cardi B. Your fight was to stay in the industry and be that number one, have that number one song. My fight has always been to gear God's people first, back to him, and then black people back to their damn senses. When it come to people like Trump and Biden and other white supremacists in this world that has done nothing but use people like you to oppress us. And you hanging out with Biden is not going to make you free. You reap what you sow.
Yeah, I was just watching Univision, right? I was watching Univision, and let me tell you something. Trump has a fucking commercial on Univision talking about Joe Biden has picked Kamala Harris to be vice president.
Who's worse, Cardi or Trump? Trump grabbed coochie, lied, won't show his taxes, been involved with impeachments and all this other stuff. Cardi admits to drugging black men. When they get on her nerves, she says, I'll put a transgender in there to rape them. What's worse?
There were, I guess, 4 candidates that were running to be vice presidents. and they were Hispanic, and Joe Biden didn't pick them. Hispanic made $2.4 billion to the economy. Is Hispanic people not enough for Joe Biden?
Hold on. Hold on. She said Hispanic people not enough for Joe Biden? Did she just say Hispanic people is not enough for Joe Biden? Hispanic people is enough for everybody. But again, here goes the race bait. They're trying to make Hispanic people out to be better than black people. I saw a post over on Twitter one time where a Latino person was, what about us? But it's always black, black, black. What about our history? If you did the research, your ass would be hailing from Africa over there some damn where just like us. You was not from Spain, all of you. You was not from Portugal, all of you. Some of you are African and part of the 12 tribes of Israel. If you was dropped over in the islands of the sea, Jamaica, Haiti, Hawaii, Australia, and anything in damn between, and it says the Americas, you are these people. And white supremacists know that we are the people, and know if it could keep Ephraim from Judah, and Judah from Benjamin, and Benjamin from Reuben, Reuben from Asher, Asher from Naphtali, Naphtali from Issachar, Issachar from Manasseh, Ephraim, whoever the hell, Gad. You know them 12 brothers' names. You'll be forever saying, well, what about me? What about me? What about us? What about us? Stop the division. They know exactly what they're doing, Cardi B. Walk away, man. I'm telling you, there's not a law that says you have to vote. If these candidates ain't top quality, even JFK had some shit with him. But he was like America's president. We never had a good damn president. They always been white supremacy against black people. Law after law after law after law after law to condemn us. Stop it, people. Stop.
Why is your president doing that type of commercial and putting that shit on Univision? Why are you pandering?
Hold on. Why is he our president? See, you here in America too, but unfortunately, when people like Cardi B's and other people come from other places in this world, even though she was born in the Bronx, they separate themselves from Black America. It's your president now. Y'all see where how this is going? I wouldn't touch. I would just say I'm sitting out this one. I'm sitting out this one. Because this ain't about Joe Biden and freaking Trump anymore. I told you, put all white supremacy that wants to run for president on one side, and you get the black community an opportunity to run against you. You think we can't afford the money to get on the ballot? You think we can't get a following to support us? Try it, people. The shit would be fun to see. I'm sorry. These people are only in power because they forced them way there. They forced their way there. Force them to come down. Help God bring down Babylon, please. I've been living to see this prophecy come fulfilled. And you people can't let Cardi B, Joe Biden, Trump, Candace Owens, none of these people, Trump supporters, people being doxxed, Cardi B being hostile, clear your thought this election season. Who is on this ballot worth it? It's more about race between Latinos and blacks and who's our president, who's not. They don't have to be none of our presidents. Just say no to the bullshit. And see what happens, people.
Why is your president fucking race baiting against Hispanic and black people? The people that get killed the most by police, bitch. You want to call me a dumb bitch? You want to call me illiterate and everything? Girl, you really picked out by a white man.
Yeah, this shit's getting funny. Shout out to the one person still there. Cardi B said Latinos and black get killed by the police the most. There's some truth to that. But then she said, you being pimped out by a white man. Is not Joe Biden pimping out Cardi B ass? Are not they both being pimped out by these white supremacy and how in politics? I mean, who's being pimped out worse than who? They're both being pimped out. They don't care to what degree. They're both being used. Candace says that Trump, she just doing what she gotta do because she know Biden ain't right. Cardi saying Trump ain't right. We get it. But they're both being pimped out, y'all. No matter how you look at this, they're both being pimped out. I don't care what you say, how you flip it. Cardi B, you're being pimped out by Joe Biden in the DNC. And the DNC has been known for pimping out black people all of its inception. From creating the KKK, the police that kill you, Cardi. Did you not know Joe Biden's team is the one who invented the police because there was some unruly niggas on a plantation once upon a time who did not want to be ruled by these white supremacists anymore, and they began to cause rebellion and resistance and revolutions in their area and in their time. So they formed the paddy wagons and these people in white sheets with a cape over their head. And you want to vote for these people, Cardi B? The police is an extension of the KKK. The KKK is an extension of the DNC. The DNC is an extension of the Vatican and the deep state. And you said they kill us and you, Cardi B, but yet you want to vote for them. This is why I'm telling you not to vote. Until they stop killing us, until they stop gunning down black men like the 2-year-old Hebrew boys of the Bible, why vote at all? Why vote at all? Especially if they're killing us, Cardi B. So who do you think is winning the argument right here? Candace calling her illiterate, taking a shot at her. Cardi B saying how that Donald Trump's not her president. How she fought hard. How black men is being killed by the police. Yet she don't realize the police is the DNC.
You don't think this damn cheerleader, you're a beautiful black woman, you talk great, amazing, and you fucking support, you be out here supporting Trump, and this nigga didn't even have the decency to let you talk in the Republican convention, but you know.
And that's true. And that's why people think Candace Owens is mad. Because as I explained it in the beginning, Cardi B had an interview with Joe Biden, and then Candace thought that they were going to call her all the caping she did for Trump. She thought she was going to get. That's why they call her Coon and Candace, because she thought she was going to make it to the DNC. So it don't matter how much you cape for white supremacy. They just not going to let black people advance regardless. Trump ain't want nothing to do with her. Neither did the RNC. So she just out here basically fighting with Cardi B for nothing. But she thought she was going to have her moment to shine. So she didn't. That's what made her come at Cardi B, I do believe. And take shots at Cardi B. Who don't want a trend? People will sell their soul to do it, but this woman wanted to make news. Break history. And this is the history and the legacy they leave in our children, right?
And he did? Because the general attorney there's a charge on Breonna Taylor case. A Breonna Taylor case.
Don't do it. Never take an opportunity to bring the dead into your battle. If you wasn't hollering Breonna Taylor before she died, in the midst of your battle, leave that woman to rest in peace, okay? Because again, Cardi, it was by the police, and they're trying to smear her name, attach her to. I ain't even gonna allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly here because I really don't know, but it calls her to be a part of some drug ring. This is the police, the same ones that killed her, that work for the DNC. Leave her out of it, Cardi. Fight your own battles. Or use your own commentary and your own name to do so. Don't bring nobody else into this. This is all about black people being killed, all about black people being hindered, all about black people not advancing, all about white people taking another opportunity to rule over black people, and it doesn't have to be this way. But the fear of 400 or 500 years of being killed and oppressed by them have people wigging out like Cardi and Candace and everybody else. And when you're not thinking clearly, you're like, wait, there's something that I like to say. You got to see the situation clearly. You got to evaluate it before you act on it. And there's two other steps I can't remember right now, but it will definitely help you people see what's before you. All right, so we're almost done with Cardi B, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to you on Facebook and those of you over here with me. I have one on YouTube with me. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and we're almost done.
They haven't said a word, but haven't said a word to his own people. A black man that haven't said his word to his own people, that black woman that got killed in her house, sleeping. But this nigga's gonna go. A general attorney for motherfucking for that not that big.
Is nigger a Latino word? Now, I know it derived from the tribe of Niger. I know negra, the Latino word, is for black. I done a video not too long ago on called the Ebony and Ivory gaslighting of YouTube, the church, white people, the black people. There's a lot of gaslighting going on. But Cardi B, let me ask you a question. Candace Owens, let me ask you a question. If black people was in a better position, if we had equality, you think you guys would even be considered to do what you're doing right now? How I know black people is not in a better position is because when it comes to the industry, politics or music, the Bad Barbies, the Tekashi 6ix9ines, the Vicky Yoho's. Oh no, Vicky Yoho was a gospel singer, right? Lil Vicky, what the hell her name is? Y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. That goes to show I don't keep up with it, because when you have a black entertainment circle and then white people seem to be leading the charts, making the most music, getting the most impressions, getting the most, that's impressions with television time and air radio time. And what's going on here, people? If we were in a better position, meaning if we had an industry of music where it was just black, will we have this much controversy going on? If the Candaces in politics, now we see the Simone, the Susan Rice, Simone Sanders, the Candace Owens, the Kamala Harrises, everybody, you know, and whoever said black had to be Democrat and white had to be Republican. We didn't know our history, and our history was crossed up on us, right? But you got a lot of black people now going to the side of the Democrat. If we were in a better position, I'm just asking, and was governing ourselves, had her own little clique. Chinese I love because no matter where they go, they set up their own shop. They be having their own doctors, their own stores, their own laundromats, their own beauty parlors, whatever it is. They don't be relying on white supremacy. They don't be relying on black people. So why can't other races be like that in America and not rely on white supremacy or white people? It's one thing to join us, but when you start topping the charts, it's something wrong with that, people. I thought hip-hop was a black thing. Just like with Adele, when she came out with them Bantu knots the other day, and people went crazy. I'm like, what? Who the hell own Bantu knots? And you would say black people, right? Who the hell own the planet? You should say black people, but you'll say white people, right? So if you could fight for Bantu knots and the right to own them, why don't you fight for the right to own your planet? Why don't you fight for the right to own civil rights? Why don't you fight for the right to be equal in this damn country? If you can claim Bantu knots and say that it's cultural appropriation what Adele is doing, and if you know it's yours and you don't want white people to copy your hairstyles, why do you allow white people to copy everything else? Y'all selective, man. Y'all not really true to being black. You only want to be black when it benefits you. I never seen nothing like this before, man. And being black is one of the most beautiful things ever.
States like that. And he picked him to talk in the fucking Republican convention. And not you, but you been sucking this nigga dick for years.
Like she ain't been sucking on offsets. I just had to throw that in there. All those black men she say she freaking drug and freaking when they do her wrong or don't pay her or some shit. I don't want to lie on her here, but I know she said she sent a damn transgender man up in there. Or transgender woman. I don't know what I think it's a transgender woman up in there on them. This Cardi.
Last uses you. You wanna call me dumb? I'm not getting pimped out by a white man.
No, she's getting pimped out. Well, maybe she pimping Offset, but there was times in her life on Love and Hip Hop prior to that, growing up in the Bronx. I'm a big fan of the Bronx. Hung out there most of my younger years. And you're a product of the Bronx. And you've gotten pimped out in your lifetime, Cardi B. And I know you've grown. Your finances have grown, but your attitude haven't elevated past that being pimped out stage. You still enjoy being pimped out. Now it's no longer by the men in the strip club or by the men you got to set up and drug to be attacked by transgender women. It's by white supremacy men now, playing on your intelligence or lack thereof, according to Candace. And she ain't no damn smarter, don't get me wrong.
And you don't see that. And I don't know what black man broke your heart. I don't know what black woman licked your pussy wrong that you hate your kind so much.
Hey, what? Now, this is a defining factor for me, Cardi B, because if we was one, and I know we won, but in your mindset, you're of a different race. You just said to a black woman, what man hurt you so bad that you would hate your own race, your own people, your own kind? You didn't say what would hate us so much. What would make you hate women so much? Hate us so much as if we're one. That's a sign of division there. And as long as you keep talking like this and dividing yourself from the black community, you're going to be treated so, Cardi B. That part of all of this you can change. Now, thank God the Lord said, don't look for an apology. Don't look for nothing in return, because some people ain't going to come back and never apologize. But these are the things you need to be looking at if you want to make things right with the black community. After all, isn't your baby father a black man just like Candace? So you can't separate that anymore. And it's a mindset thing. It's not that you speak Latino, because we spoke the same language close enough at one point in time. It's just that our oppression was more than yours. They was trying to break that God out of us. They was trying to break that Christ out of us. They was hoping and praying. In my next video, I'm going to tell you about how the FBI does not want to see another Messiah rise from the tribe of Judah. That's why we don't have an African language mixed with French or English or Portuguese or Spain like the rest of our brothers do. Judah was the one they wanted to break the most, Cardi B. The only thing that separates you apart from us is your skin color. And this isn't being colorist, but you can apply with all the makeup off, with all the talking nigga and this, that, and the third. You can walk in the office and pass for white, Cardi B. Let's just keep it real. And this is what white America has been doing to the 12 tribes of Israel, based on our shade, based on our colors that range from the albinos to the darkest of the darks. Stop. If you're going to be down with us all the way. Don't be using anything you got to separate yourself from us. Because at the end of the day, like you said, they killing you and they're killing us. They just happen to be killing us more because the lighter skinned, darker brothers in this world always side with white supremacy so they don't get killed for the most part. Side with their politics so they're not as oppressed as we are. That's not working in 2020 no more for me.
That you're talking about Joe Biden be pandering. Your fucking president can't pander because nobody fucks with him. He was fucking crying because football players don't fuck with him. So what are you talking?
Like I said, I'm not picking on Cardi, but Cardi, you crying right now. Any other time you on camera, but right now you said at the beginning of this video you can't come on camera. We all cry, Cardi B. But you're crying because a black woman named Candace got on Ben Shapiro's show and called you illiterate and teased you about and told you hanging out with Joe Biden is like Trump calling up Justin Bieber for an interview. What is you crying for, Cardi B? Everybody out here pandering. Are you pandering the black community? I just read you what the definition of pandering is. You'll take a black peen, but then you'll separate yourself from black women and say to Candace, who hurt you so bad that you would do this to your own kind, your own people? Can't have it both ways, Cardi B. None of us can.
I'm gonna keep telling my millions of followers to vote. And to get your president out of here. I'm tired of this.
Now, I think this is out of spite right now. I think this is just to throw egg in Candace's face, Trump face. And I think because her sister was harassed by a supporter, because she was harassed by a Trump supporter and got her information doxxed, address leaked. This is war for Cardi B now, to intentionally take her 75 million followers and tell them to vote for a murderer, a racist. That's what white supremacy is. Men against black people. That's all we have running for the commander-in-chief right now. Why are you guys going to keep supporting this? You ain't the only one.
The fucking favorite president said people drink bleach.
All right, I couldn't wait to get there. Now I remember when Corona came out, Trump did say take some concoction of bleach or some shit like that. Don't y'all remember when they used to sterilize people back in the day? Flush out your, it's kind of like dialysis, but I wouldn't suggest that. But Cardi is referring, she's saying your favorite president wants you to drink bleach. He do want you to drink the damn Kool-Aid like Jim Jones. Unfortunately, so don't Joe Crow Biden over there. They all want you to goddamn drink something and be done with it already. They've been tired of dealing with your ass since the days of your inception over here. They've always felt like you were a burden to them. They always felt like you was useless and colorless. That's why they call you black people. Look up what the word black mean, or go watch my video, Ebony and Ivory. Always separating and stigmatizing the black woman. Trump will come out and say, I love black people. Why the hell you just can't love people? See, y'all don't ask the right questions when y'all be around these people. Oh, look at this white man coming. Well, yeah, he is white, but why you just can't say the man coming down the damn street? That we've been conditioned to this, y'all, and it's playing out in our politics right now. But Trump did say drink some bleach, y'all, at one point in time. I remember. I do remember bleach came up. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. If you think I'm lying, just go ahead and check out some of those videos. I do see 4 people in here. Thank you. Hey, Miss Gigi, how are you? Which is like, you're not feeling Cardi B? How's it going, sis? A lot of people aren't. Cardi is like I just said, she's playing it. She playing it to the fullest right now. She's milking it, as we say, She can dead a lot of this. She has an influence, no doubt. But we're listening to her rant. And it doesn't sound like she's for black people. Period. Along with Joe Biden, along with Trump. So who are you guys voting for? Are you going to vote? And why are you going to vote for racists and murderers and people who haven't done anything in 500 years for this country? Especially when it comes to the Latinos and the blacks and the rest of us here. We got a few more of seconds with Cardi B, and then I want to take you into the response with Candace, because she did come back, and then I want to let you guys hear the recording of Cardi B telling you what she did after she was doxxed by an alleged Trump supporter.
What? You want me to answer for me, Candace Owens? You've been coming for me for such a long time. You got the answers to this. The only reason why I asked you today is because of the shit that happened with my fucking sister. Other than that, bitch, wake up. Wake up. Go outside. Go outside.
You gotta love her though. Cardi B is an entertainer. She is just not one for politics. This is a time to be serious. This is a time to be strong. This is a time to be courageous. This is a time to get your faith up and show America you are not playing one way or the other. We don't got time to be out here ranting and raving and acting like little kids right now. This is an opportunity for us to make history. The Bible says Babylon is going to fall, have to fall. It is falling. We don't want it to fall. We want to keep upholding the one thing that keeps us down in America, and that's its politics, its laws. And we got Cardi B and Candace out here representing. Lord have mercy. Go outside. Wake up, people. She giving you a prophecy here now. Get up. Wake up.
7 times in his back. The president hasn't said nothing about that, but you know what your president is out here doing? He's fucking doing speeches talking about why they need to take poor people from fucking white suburban country, from white suburban neighborhoods.
Did she say something about Trump is trying to tell Section 8 people they can no longer live in suburban areas? They have to take their voucher in the inner city. Is that what she's talking about here? I didn't really catch it, but I do believe there's an article out where Trump is trying to force gentrification again into certain areas, cause black people. I'm telling you, they've been trying to round us up in like cattle in different parts of plantations around the world, so it's easier for them to put COVID in certain areas, and then it becomes our disease. They've been doing this for a long time. They'll sacrifice some of theirs to get to ours. They'll kill some of theirs to make it about us, to kill us more. You guys remember that?
Those are not the only Americans. White suburban Americans are not the only Americans in this country.
You're right about that. Neither is white supremacist men. Neither is rich entertainers. Neither is Coon and Candaces. You got some real black people, real white people, real regular people out here trying to represent. Been doing it all our life for the most part. So, Cardi, you're absolutely right. This world ain't about just white suburbia, although they want to make it out to be, and they'll use people like you and Candace to further their agenda.
Shit. You wanted an answer? Here you go. You have it. Now leave me alone, bitch. I'm about to go drink some fucking chicken noodle soup.
All right. So that ends that one. Sorry about the typo in the chat. Thank you to the 5 people on YouTube with me. Shout out to Facebook. So listen, I'm going to go right into Candace. Candace talks so damn fast. I'm going to just let Candace play. You guys want to comment in the chat, please. I mean, Candace is going to be very self-explanatory. And I think Biden is using Candace more than Candace is being used by Trump. Trump ain't paying that chick no attention. She wasn't even invited to the RNC convention, okay? That just happened. So, but I think my concern is for Cardi, because Cardi can't see with all the excitement, having the #1 song, 75 million followers, people coming at her now. Her fear is heightened. She's gonna make a detrimental choice that could hurt us all, people. And I'm not even just talking about her siding with Biden and voting for Biden. It's just, it can get out of hand and get real ugly real fast. All right, so Candace responds to Cardi B. We're going to go right into it and be done with it, okay? Here we go.
I'm going live on Instagram. This is the second time I've ever gone live on Instagram, but I just felt like I really wanted to clear the air on this Cardi B nonsense. So first and foremost, Cardi, I watched your story and it sounds very funny. First off, I'm saying it's funny because it's just ridiculous to me that you even take anything that I said as offensive, but I'm telling you the truth. And I think if anything, you're only upset because people are telling you on Twitter that you got dragged, because you did get dragged, because you are uneducated when it comes to politics. That's first things first. I was not, I'm sure Ben Shapiro was not, we were not meaning to attack you. We're just simply telling the truth, which is the fact that Joe Biden did not spend the whole year in his basement to come up because he's a big Cardi B fan and sit down with you. He thinks you're an idiot. And, you know, I just am encouraging you to stop proving him right when you say ridiculous things like, I had to sit down with Joe Biden because my sister got attacked by a Trump supporter, Santa Claus, making it seem like Trump supporters are homophobic. A little education for you, Cardi B. Donald J. Trump is the first president that's ever gone into office in support of gay marriage. So, you know, those 8 years that your presidential candidate Joe Biden spent.
The only reason he supported gay marriage is because Obama wanted the damn health care and they bartered that shit. Obama said, you give me health care, I'm going to give you gay marriage. If you give me gay marriage, I'll give you health care. That's the only reason it was supported. Y'all letting these people fool you out here, Candace. Y'all trying to cape for people who simply don't like black people, don't have an agenda, don't want to give back reparations, don't want to help nobody, and don't want you to be remembered in this world as the plight and the fight and everything else you had to go through. No, girl. No, Don't say that, please.
As a vice president with Obama, they didn't support gay marriage going into office. Obama changed his tune on gay marriage in his second term. So the whole idea of Trump being a homophobe is a bit pointedly ridiculous and shows how uneducated you are. Then you came and you were talking about raising your taxes when you were on talking to Joe Biden, saying that you want your taxes lowered, but at the same time you want universal health care. That's ignorant and stupid. And Joe Biden knows it's ignorant and stupid. Even all the people that want free healthcare and universal healthcare acknowledge that tax rates have to be astronomical to be able to support that. So you're talking about a 74% tax rate. You continually keep saying you have a number one song. It means shit. Nobody cares about a song about your wet ass pussy. Excuse my language.
Cardi care about it. And Cardi says she worked all her life to get that number one song. We all know Cardi was falling off in the industry. Meg coming up. Doja Cat. Oh, Lord. All these other little rappers coming up in the industry. Nicki Minaj never really fell off. And you got your flashes of Lil' Kim coming back and things of that nature. Cardi had to come up with a number one song. Had to bring somebody on that song with her to get there. Sure, she got the number one song, and that's all she fought for, Candace. So why are you online arguing with somebody that don't care about nothing but having a number one song? I wouldn't even waste my time with somebody that just want to have a number one song.
For my followers, being number one. I have a number one song in the UK. I have a number one song in Australia. A number one song in New Zealand. That has nothing to do with Black America and whether or not you are helping or hurting. Right now, you are hurting Black America. Okay, when you stand on the platform, and you.
So aren't you, Candace? You're not doing no better. You're not doing no better. Your politics is on point, but your behavior sucks. Your attitude toward Cardi B and anybody else because Trump did not let you come to the RNC sucks. Some say it doesn't matter who you married to me, but because you're married to a white man, that's why you're acting like this. Sucks to some people. I'm telling you, you got a bunch of caricatures that's no better than the other. You can't give so much time and energy and place to the devil like this. That's how the devil keep winning. Shut it down, Black America. You got the opportunity to do so.
You pretend to care about Black men. When you asked Joe Biden, what are we going to do about these Black men dying? He should have asked you back, what are Black men going to do about Black men dying? Because 94% of Black men are killed by other Black men. Okay? We don't have an issue with police.
Facts. And I always tell you, if you don't stop killing yourself, you think the police won't care about not killing you? If you don't stop killing yourself, you think any other race won't stop killing you? I know it's hard to talk to some of these demons out here that don't care about life. I really do believe that you just can't get through to them sometimes. I understand that. But nobody care more about life than spiritual Black people. And they don't want us to remember that. They don't want us to live that. They don't want us to be that. Because we could wake a lot of people up. We could unify and electrify this city, this country, this world. We really can. We did it once before. And ever since the days of the Messiah, they said we never going to have this again. Black people are never going to act like this again. They will never be this alive in my eyes. White people didn't like the way we was giving it up in the world. And they did everything to destroy us.
Police officers. In fact, if you go into those inner cities, you go into those projects, they need more policing. So you're a fraud. And you're sitting here saying, making it seem like you're afraid of police officers. Are you afraid of your husband? You're more likely to be killed by your husband. Way more likely to be killed by your husband than you are by a police officer. And you know that, right? You know that.
I don't know. Wait. What y'all think about that? Because Cardi married to Offset, a Black man. You think she's more at risk of being killed by him than a police officer? I know Candace is spitting out facts here, but the reality of it is, do you think that's real? That's true? Y'all could come on in the comments and talk. I do not bite, y'all.
You know that police officers are killed by black men 18 and a half times more, right? So don't use your platform and 75 million people to make it seem like police officers are the issue. You're uneducated. I mean, that is just what it is. You are uneducated.
No. It's safe to say, Candace, they are a part of the issue. A big part of the issue. They are the Roman soldiers running around here like Herod trying to kill the baby boys under 2 years old. Girl, what are you talking about? They ain't part of the problem. They're a big part of the problem. They abuse their power more than any entity in this world besides the Vatican.
And I don't have a problem, by the way, with musicians and rappers and hip hop artists dabbling in politics if they're sincere. What I mean by that is, are you talking to people on both sides? Are you trying to actually get an informed understanding?
Right, you can't be biased in politics. You really can't. Or if you're caping for politics, you gotta address both sides. You can't hate one. That's what the Bible say. You love God and mammon, you're gonna begin to love one and hate the other. She clearly hates Trump. So it's gonna be very evident that she sides with the opponent of Trump. Just like the devil. A lot of y'all hate God, so it's evident you're gonna side with the devil and the opponent and enemy of God.
Or are you just being a mouthpiece for one party? Charlemagne the God has multiple people on his platform. He's talked to Republicans. He's friends with Senator Tim Scott. Talks to him. He's a Trump supporter. He's had presidential candidates on his show on the Breakfast Club. When he asks serious questions. He doesn't sit down with Joe Biden and say, "Oh, good." In fact, Joe Biden.
And she keep messing with Cardi B. Oh, good. She on Ben Shapiro, she took a dug at Cardi B. That's Cardi B. That's her little cute thing to say. Candace, get off of that. I mean, people in that White House done said worse than that shit. Or people affiliated with politicians. Tell Trump have said some crazy things out his mouth.
Wasn't comfortable when Charlemagne the God was sitting down and speaking to him because Charlemagne the God was asking so many difficult questions. He wasn't just giving him a Santa Claus list like you were. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, and none of it makes sense. If you're serious about politics, if you're serious about trying to use your platform for good, then you need to educate yourself. That's literally all anybody is saying to you, is that you need to actually educate yourself and do the work. By the way, I'm not in your zone, you're in mine, okay?
It's one thing to educate yourself to politics, but again, you got to believe politics was formed to establish some control over people that they were trying to oppress. And it's still that way today. If you want to break systemic racism, oppression, slavery, don't vote, people. Force their hand. Make them fall to the knees and kiss your ass for once in this lifetime. They'll come begging. They won't be pandering you like now, like they doing Cardi B and this Candace chick. No. They'll be coming back offering you 2-3 times minimum wage. They'll be coming back offering you positions in the White House. They'll be coming back treating you with dignity and respect like they used to do before they found a way to abuse you and get you to be okay with it. No. Just don't study politics. Study why politics was created. We almost done, guys.
Actually protecting black people. Black people need more policing in their neighborhoods, not less of it. And by the way, in those neighborhoods, there are black police officers that are dying because it tends.
No. Now about the police. I feel if you ain't from the hood, you don't know hood behavior, you don't know hood language, you don't know how the bums hang out in the hood, how they relate and talk and the homeless deal with one another. It's easy for a police to come in and from the outside and mistake their behavior and end up dead. No. You should be able to live in your area and police it. I'm telling you, the neighborhoods would be safer. It ain't like the police that come from our hood gonna let us break the law. but they know how to approach us. They know how to talk to us when our back is to us. Hopefully ain't no black man gonna take out his gun and shoot us like the white people been doing. Police your own neighborhood. Why you didn't take out a gun and shoot that little 17-year-old boy Kyle who killed 2 white men at the black protests over there and injured another one? This is your politics. Don't. You ain't got to. Don't. You ain't got
that police officers look like the neighborhoods that they're policing. So you are actually setting on a platform for more black men to die, for taxes to be raised, right? For a man that has a very atrocious race record to be put into office, who looked at you the entire time like he was confused when you were talking because he knew.
Yo, for real. Y'all see that? Did y'all see the actual video of Cardi B? Go to the Breakfast Club. Cardi B and Joe Biden. He was sitting there looking at her like, girl, just shut the fuck up already. Give me your 75 million people. I will go ahead and send 25 million to prison as soon as I get their goddamn vote, Cardi. Oh, yo, he was looking at her like, really, Cardi? She can't realize what Joe Biden. Joe is the most cynical. Trump is in your face with it. You know what you getting if you decide to vote. Y'all don't know what y'all getting with Biden because it ain't so much in your face. It's sneaky. It's behind closed doors. Secret societies. At this point, other countries involved, if you ask me. Y'all don't know what y'all getting with this Biden dude. Trump ain't no better. But at least you know what you getting, people. You thought you knew what you was getting with Obama too, right? So it don't really matter what color these people are. If they get in office and ain't for black people, black or white, you're going to be fucking screwed with these politics, regardless if you know it or not. You have an opportunity, God is saying right now, to let Babylon fall. You embarrassed your country fall. We done seen other countries fall. We done seen Israel fall and become a nation again. Not with the right people in it, but it's a nation again. America will be a nation again, but not the way it's been for the last 500 years if I got anything to do with it.
You were nothing but a puppet for him to be able to get a platform. That's it. You're a puppet. They use you, okay? And you want to sit here and talk about Trump using me, or what are you talking about? Using you for what? I don't work for the RNC. I don't get paid by the Trump campaign. I say what I believe. You don't know what to do when you're looking at a black woman that's free. That's what your problem is. I am telling you who I support, and I'm educated.
How is this black woman free, but damn near the rest of us ain't? What America is she living in over there? I understand being married to a white man and having a voice in politics makes you a little bit more up in the ranks than us, but where's your freedom at for real, girl? You fighting the same goddamn politics Cardi B fighting right now.
I'm challenging you to become educated. I'm challenging you to sit down with black conservatives, okay, and have them.
And I told you, you can't march, you can't sit down, you can't form another cult, clique, church, conference, cuddle buddy. You can't do none of that to get these oppressors off of your damn back and make it right for us all in America. We've tried it all before, people.
Meaningful conversation and dialogue about what you actually want, and to actually try to understand the economics behind what you want, and try to understand why it is you're actually supporting a man that does not care about black lives and never has, and has been in office for.
None of them care about black lives. The only time they throw up the black fist is when a black man go down from the police killing them. Why does a black man have to die for people to say Black Lives Matter? I told you shit. Jesus ain't even have to die for your life. But that's the story they tell you. And they just wanted to kill the Messiah because they didn't want that light. They didn't want black people in the world changing and being free from politics and just serving the word of God and being really free. That's why these politics is here, to keep you oppressed. They rather have you follow the laws of politics than the laws of God. Who you think gonna win in the end? And until you people who are called by God's name, and I'm not talking about Israelis, turn from your wicked ways, which is supporting white supremacy and their politics. Humble yourselves. Stop thinking you know every damn thing in this world. Seek God, pray, and then he may hear from heaven. And then it says he may heal your land. But until then, we got a fucked up land. When you got Cardi B, Joe Biden, Candace, and Trump running things, heading things. This shit is scary. That's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. My voice will get out there one day.
Decades and hasn't changed anything, and you're blaming Trump? It makes no sense. You hate Trump because they told you to hate Trump. You gave me no valid reasons for hating Trump. Not a single one, not even one valid reason for why you hate Trump.
And white people ain't give us one fucking valid reason why they hate black people. But that Bible does. See, when God says in Deuteronomy 7:6, I choose you above white people, I choose you above Romans, I choose you above Persians, I choose you above Egyptians, I choose the Shemites above the Hamites and the Japhites and any other ites that was in the world, that'll cause somebody to be jealous and become racist.
You just think you're supposed to because you're a puppet. That's what happens when you get big. Look, Cardi, I enjoyed you a lot on Love and Hip Hop. I thought you were hilarious. Second I first saw you on TV, I said to my cousin, she's going to be a star. She has that it factor. She's very funny, you know, she's confident, and she says ridiculous things. I think you belong on TV. I don't believe you belong in the realm of politics unless you're willing to get serious about it. In conclusion, tonight I was just signing books, and I'm going to send you one because you need one. You need to learn. You need to black out. You need to black this. You need to learn about.
No, she wrote a book called Blackout. She told Cardi B, you need to black out. No, we all need to black this shit out. Black out American politics 2020. Don't vote, people. They ain't gonna know what. Some of us may get sacrificed, okay? But they ain't gonna know what the fuck to do the day after voting when none of us showed up at the polls. It's gonna create an uproar. But we got to stand and fight it. We don't have to vote for this no more. This country does not have to be the way it is. And I believe we got the upper hand. I believe we got them by the balls right now. They tried COVID. They tried George Floyd. They tried Breonna Taylor. They tried Trayford Parolin. They tried Daniel Lewis, Lamar Lewis, Daniel Prude, Rayshon Brooks, George Floyd. Come on, name some. They tried all of this, right? And now they begging for our damn hand in marriage when it comes to voting. In these politics. No. As Cardi B said, politics. She said, I love politics. I'm serious. No. We can't, people.
The real history of the Democrat
Share
Party.
this video.
How Black America can make its second escape from a Democrat plantation. You want to know why it says second, Cardi, and not first? Because we were enslaved by Democrats, not Republicans. Okay?
I agree. But white supremacist, Democrat or Republican, is a fucking oppression, Candace. I don't give a fuck who started it. We know the Democrats started it, girl. But you're still caping for one who, before he even came into politics, he didn't like black people, woman. What's wrong with you? We know Trump don't like black people. But he haven't hurt us to the extent as Joe Biden did with that 1994 crime bill. And all the sneaky shit, Kamala and everybody else, we know, Candace. White supremacy don't like us, period. I don't care how you try to butter it up and smooth it up. They can only pretend for so long. Don't you think 500 years is long enough? They like, damn, I thought they figure us out by now. Well, as long as they don't figure it out that I don't really like their ass, let's keep them voting for us. Hell, they the one got me sitting on the throne. Tear them down, people. Tear them down.
Swayed by Democrats and Republicans. So I'm going to sign you a copy. Get in touch with my agent. Get in touch with your agent. I'm send it to your house. Okay? How's that for WAP? Okay? Bye.
She like, how's that for WAP? They funny. I ain't got time to be supporting no damn people out here petty as hell. Y'all can support them. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. But I am telling you, it is not going down. So now what I want you guys to hear is earlier, a little while ago, before I came live, there was an audio playing on Breakfast Club. And let me put this fair use here again. Hold on. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and listen to this. And then we're going to end it up. Cardi B was doxxed. She believed it was because of this whole thing with Candace and Trump. Sometimes we insert ourselves into situations and it comes back to haunt us. It ain't what we really caked it up to be. Cardi probably believes she wished she just would have went after the number one song and left all this other stuff alone, because it's pretty scary when people dox you and put your information out there. And as many as, death threats I'm sure she's gotten over the years, and women trying to get at her husband. She don't need nobody knowing where she live right now. Plus she has her daughter Culture there. So I want you guys to go ahead and listen to this, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Ending human trafficking, and you can sit down and have a meeting. I would meet with anybody. That's going to help us.
Yes. All right. So they was basically talking about Killer Mike meeting with a white governor down in Atlanta, Governor Kent. Was it good for the community? Now, somebody like Mike, I can trust. You guys go check out that Breakfast Club and listen to that interview. I didn't want to include it here, but since it came up, I just want to say, Mike, I can trust a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this for a very long time. But when you guys get in the presence of white supremacy, don't talk that kumbaya shit to these people. It's one thing to be respectful because that's who we are as a person, but you got to put the issues out there on behalf of all of us, and not just to benefit your community, your family, your congregation, your benefits or jobs or whatever it is you over. It got to be on behalf of all of us. I hate when these black people get in front of these people and the cameras is rolling and everything is hot. No, I don't like those kind of interviews, y'all. Don't be rude, but you got a right to ask the devil anything you want. You're supposed to tell the truth to shame him anyway. But when you get in the process of the devil, you guys don't shame these people the way they need to be shamed. You guys don't ask them the questions that need to be asked. Anybody in politics know why politics exists. It's not to govern the land. It's to govern the people, as if we can't govern ourselves.
Cardi B, since we're talking about politics, she actually says on her live that she hired a private investigator to arrest a teenage Trump supporter who actually put her address out there. Listen to what she said.
Let me tell you something. It's so intense that a Trump supporter posted my address and encouraged people to dox my home, to put my house on fire. I could literally hire a private investigator and start them with a warrant and arrest this boy. Mind you, this boy was a teenager. His parents were shook.
I am not mad at that.
Hold on. I just want to say welcome to the beefing sector on YouTube, Cardi B. You have joined the likeness of some pretty good content creators and peoples over here on YouTube, girl. You done made it big. If you done been doxxed, they said, in this world, you done made it big, Cardi B. I ain't making fun of you being doxxed, and I know that it's scary. I know you deal with anxiety, Cardi B. I really do. But Cardi B, the more you speak on stuff, the more you involve yourself in stuff, the more you take a chance. That's why a lot of people don't like to talk on religion or politics, because it may cause them some angry fans or followers. But if you decide to get into it, Cardi B, Nobody knows how it's going to turn out for you but God. You know Trump got some crazy people in this world. And as we see Biden, people are starting to cape for him as well. And one thing I know, Cardi B, sometimes when you sign up to cape for people and then it don't turn out the way that they expected it, kind of like what you're going through now, it turns on you. They turn on you. They have a way of flipping on you. So be careful.
At all.
I love it.
You want to put my address out? I got some money to hire a private investigator because you know the police ain't gonna really do nothing about that. So you got to hire somebody, and she got that kid arrested.
I want all social media agitators to get arrested and sued. I am sick of these people being able to say anything they want to you online. Get their ass locked.
And I was saying the same thing earlier in my video. Protect the bag, or do you protect the purse holder, the person holding the bag, or do you just care about somebody's money when it come to these YouTube streets? I feel the same way. I mean, Cardi got more money, I said, than these people in YouTube in the beefing sector and drama sector being doxxed. But all the money you making on YouTube, invest it into a private investigator, get these people arrested, get them locked up. But I also said that's impossible because these are the same people you beef with to get paid off of. And if they no longer there, how you get in the bag? So make your mind up, people. You're going to be concerned like Cardi about getting doxxed and really concerned that your address and your family is out there and you're going to put these criminals to bed? Or you're going to keep playing this game with them until one of y'all end up dead? For some people, it's scary. And for other people, they play right up into it. Pull up, pull up, pull up, roll up. Until one day somebody come clunk you on your goddamn head and you're going to stop saying it. In Cardi's case, she didn't want that, so she got the private investigator, put some security detail around her, probably to keep the women Offset been messing with out the way, but I'm just joking here. You know I got a little sense of humor. But anyway, she got the security to protect her house because she's afraid. I don't give a damn how much money you got, who you caping for out here. Something will make your ass afraid if you don't know what the hell you're doing once you get out there. And Cardi didn't know what she was doing. It's one thing getting online, jumping in somebody's DM and talking shit. It's another thing sitting down with white supremacy and all this killing and war and everything going on in the world, and you don't realize these people are using you as a pawn to pull off one of the greatest heists ever, which is to enslave black people for another 500 goddamn years. Sure, I'm sick of it, y'all.
Sue them, and them private investigators are good. They'll find out the address of the people. They'll find out how much money in their bank account to see if it's worth suing, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, I just had to hire one the other day that got me all the information I needed yesterday. Got it in like 10 hours.
I got a lot of intel on all my enemies. Trust me.
Well, I wouldn't even waste my time getting information on my enemy. The Bible says you pray for your enemy. Matthew 5 and 44-45. Those that despitefully use you, misuse you, and abuse you. Pray for them, people. You ain't got to dox these people. You ain't got to run around here and try to put fear in nobody or fight the fear off. No, pray for their ass. God gonna get them. All right, so you guys let me know down below in the comments. I want to make sure that I got Ben Shapiro, Cardi responded, I got Candace's response, and Cardi B being doxxed. You guys let me know what you think about this video. How did I do? Do you like videos like this? Would you like for me to drop the link so you could come on and comment? I noticed you didn't comment in the comments, most of you guys, but if you want to drop the link and talk about it, I've been on here, an hour and 53 minutes. I don't really want to go past 2 hours with this. I think I went a little long. But you can't rush through teachings like this because everybody out here saying a lot of things. But what are they saying to set people free. Really. You guys let me know, man. What do you think about Cardi B? What do you think about her caping for Joe Biden? And right now she's in her fifis because she's been doxxed. How do you feel about doxing? And why do people want to go into people's personal business and put people's addresses and families and children in jeopardy? And like I said, you may put the address out there and have no intentions of going to do any harm, but that person can have another enemy that capitalize off the fact that you put the address out there, and then now they go and do the killing or the hurting and the abusing. That shit is crazy, man. And not everybody have money like Cardi B to protect ourselves. But again, when we come to social media, some people say insert yourself or comment or something, or have a liking to one person. Like I know, when there's beef going on, they say choose a side. I cannot choose Biden or Trump right now. I'm sorry, people. If I'm not being a good citizen and going out to vote for you, and they gave me my ballot, they said I could do it in the mail, but I'm not sure these people are going to record my answers right if I did decide to vote. So why vote? You have choices. It's crazy to see people out here representing this country acting the way they act. All because they want to control black people and sit on the throne of God over his people. Man, if y'all don't stop it. All right, so I see somebody commenting. Hey, hi, I'm coming. Miss Gigi. Yes, this was very informative video. Thank you. You're welcome. So wait till you hear the prevention of the Black Messiah. I found some information and been hearing it over the years, but just like I just broke down Cardi B, I'm gonna break down is it a I can't even say it. COINTELPRO FBI article that says that J. Edgar Hoover, number one thing in this world was to prevent a Black Messiah from rising again. He had the likes of Malcolm X there. There's Martin Luther King. There's Stokely Carmichael. And there is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. There was reasons why he thought Malcolm X may have been, Stokely may have been, King may have been, and Elijah Muhammad may have been. Now I'm here to tell you that the Messiah has been here, will be here, is here. They keep trying to kill every 2-year-old Hebrew male child to prevent it so. But I'm gonna break that article down for you. They're trying to prevent what they consider, y'all. Hear me out, and I'm gonna let you go. They consider unity and electrifying something. You know how Jesus came and electrified the people and united the people, and people started waking up from their sin and their dead way of living, and everybody started following the way, and the world looked around and said, what the hell is going on? We got to do something about this. I bet you they won't follow a white Jesus the way they following this Black Messiah. We got to switch it up here. We got to make them think this is their God because they too united with this Black Messiah. They're too electrifying. They got too much energy. They vibrating too high for me. And I don't want to see this in the world no more. That's why your politics exist. That's why your American government agencies exist. And it's right there. The report was written in 2008. And how we overlook this stuff. But I told you prior to 6 years ago, guys, and I'm going to let you go. I read the Bible for spirituality. I didn't give a fuck about history. I don't care who lying. All I want to do is be saved. That's what Christianity teach you. And then 6 years ago, April 22nd, 2014, I got fired from a job. I was like, fuck this shit, Lord. I'm tired. Who am I? Where am I? What's my purpose? What am I doing working for white people that keep finding me the problem, knowing they the cricket ones, and I always lose my job, damn it? He told me, click on YouTube and look for black people in the Bible. I finally had enough courage to break away from white Jesus. I finally have enough courage to break away from white supremacy, oppression. The word of God has become more clear to me. My messages are clear. My hearing is clear. My information is coming out more clear, more informative. Telling you some truth to it, people. Bail out. There's no law on the books that say if you don't vote, you're going to die or go to jail, or police going to shoot you in your back or put a knee to your neck. Don't let them fear you like that no more. When you come in the presence of white supremacy, black oppression, white oppression, no. We'll give you the right to do so. Who died and left you God? No. Question these people. Not enough questions are being asked. Not enough questions are being answered from them either. It don't matter how much Killer Mike get with Governor Kemp or how much Cardi B sit down with Joe Biden. Like Candace said, the right questions aren't being asked. Regardless who hooking up. Thank you to the 3 people. I really do appreciate you guys. Much love, y'all. And many blessings. It's going to get better over here. You got to do like what I'm trying to tell you to do with Cardi B and Candace and Joe Biden and Trump. You have to stop being biased. Stop picking sides. Hear me out for who I am. Don't judge me by the color of my skin, but by the content that come out of my heart and my mouth. 50 years ago. I'm going to let y'all go. I be getting into my Martin Luther King, but don't judge me by the color of my skin. Please judge me by the character of my content and the heart that God put in me. Because I promise you, I won't act like Cardi if I sit down with Joe Biden, and I won't act like Candace if I don't get to speak at the RNC convention and come out here swinging on people. No, it's a difference, but you guys know what I'm saying. Let me know what you think about this video. I do appreciate you. God bless you, and thank you so much. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1K. I have my watch hours. I believe it or not. I know it don't look like I get 2 or 3 views on the video, but I've been doing this for 3 years. So the watch hours, I'm beyond 4,000. I need you to subscribe. You can put me on mute. You don't need to put my playlist on and play me. It's free. I sat here and talked to you for 2 hours for free. The least you can do, brother and sister, listening to me under the sound of the voice of the Most High God, is hit that red box and the bell icon next to it. And if you're interested, you can know when I upload, go live, and premiere. I haven't uploaded or did a premiere in a long time. I just been coming on here going live, trying to get out as much content as I can. And honestly, when you guys ever get into editing, what I just did now, this 2 hours, if I was to get all the content and put it in a video and edit and splice, it'll take me 2 to 3 hours to get this video together. So it's sometimes easier just to come on here and talk. And I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you and God bless. Hey, I'm just saying, I was just headed out. It was a good one. Cardi B versus Candace, Joe Biden. We got in a little politics today. We heard some audio. I think you would enjoy the replay, and I would appreciate it. And I got your comment earlier. You know I did that for a test. After I did the live earlier, I'm just saying, I was in my fifis a little bit. I'm like, damn, I give my best commentary and nobody show up. I said, I'm gonna put a video up and say I slept with my moderator husband. See how many clicks and views I get off of it. And I put it in the description. This is just a test to see where your heart is and what kind of content you like. And I don't know, I got like 6 views off of it. So it don't matter. People aren't just vibing with me right now. And it has a lot to do with the politics. People are biased, judgmental. If you like this person, they don't like you because of that person. If you side with Biden, they're going to hate you over here. If you side with Trump, they're going to hate you over there. If you side with this content creator or give this content creator a shout out, they think you hate the person that content creator hate. And it's all shared support. It's not like we all have our own support. I'm just saying, come here. She go to other chats. She go to other chats. You guys have other content creators. We're all kind of sharing the same support. So you guys know who I am. You guys know what I bring to these YouTube streets. And I think I've been solid and consistent. Not consistent like uploading. Sometimes I said, no, I don't feel like doing it today. And I've been dealing with medical and appointments since July. So the last couple of months, I really wasn't consistent uploading. But my content, my heart, has been consistent. All right. It says, did you get a lot of clicks? I don't know. I gotta go check. I put in there. It was like clickbait. I just wanted to see if I titled something other than God or other than like politics or my normal titles or whatever. Would people click on it? So it's probably just my name, ReligionWinked TV. People don't want nothing to do with religion. People don't want nothing to do with me. I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. It says, thank you, Drew. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will, Miss Gigi. Thank you. I'm just saying. Thank you, Miss Gigi. I love you guys so much. Oh, Witch of the Light. If you can please subscribe. Thank you so much. If you're still here, I appreciate you guys coming in. God bless you. Much love and many blessings. Did it go? Oh, did it go? There we go. Much love and many blessings, guys. Thank you. And I'll talk to you guys later. This is one of my better lives, guys. Thank you. I'm really happy. Thank you, guys. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. My voice is somebody going to hear what's been going down, you know? All I got to do is stay humble. That's it. That's all we got to do is stay humble, guys. All right, so I don't know. Do I want to play music or no? No, I won't. I'll just give it a few seconds so that, you have a little bit of lag time. But I'm not going to play music. Peace, y'all. Shalom.